A slideshow displays multiple images in a single frame with a dissolve effect between each image. In general, the most pleasing slideshows are those where images are all the same size and orientation. In this example, we're going to make our slideshow in the horizontal format with dimensions of 320 pixels by 220 pixels. If the exposure, composition, and cropping of the images you want to use are all okay, then you can use the multiple file upload, and when you put in the size of your slideshow, the Looking Glass system will reduce the size of the images to the size of the slideshow so that they won't be too big and cause download problems for your viewers. This process starts in the admin view after logging onto the system on the page on which you want to add the slideshow. So first of all, we've got this page with some text on it. We've put a little extra space in because we want the slideshow to be right here. So that's where we're going to set this up. We click the Edit This Page button, and then we go to the Images tab. Now, before we do our download, we want to go down here to where it says Show Photo Gallery on Page, and we want to tell it that we want that to be a slideshow. If we don't do this, it'll think all the images that we upload are not in the slideshow, and we'll have to go in and add a value to each one of them. I want to upload them all at once, so I'm going to do the multiple file upload, and then I'm going to click Run on the little warning error that it thinks this is malicious software, because it's not. Then we're going to browse to find the images we want. We want all 10 of these images here, so I'm going to hold the Shift key down and select the first one, and with the Shift key remaining down, when I click the second one, it's going to select all the ones in between. I'm going to click the Upload button. It's going to scale them, and then in the very upper corner that you can't see, it's going to give me the upload progress, so I'll bring that down. There they all are. Then you'll notice it says click the Images tab to refresh the image list below. So I'm going to click the Image tab, and it's added all 10 of those in the list. Now, the width of the slideshow is 320 pixels. The height is 220. I'm going to put in 3 for a rotation. I find that a rotate seconds of 3 or 4 usually looks pretty good. And then I want a 1 pixel border around the picture, so I'm going to fill that into 1. Now I need to go back to the body page, and there's a variable that we're going to put on the body page that'll tell the system where we want the slideshow. Put the insertion point there first. It's on the left. I really would like to have the slideshow centered, so I'm going to go up here to the center icon and click that, and you'll notice that moves the insertion point to the middle. And then here's the variable that we're going to use. 3 left brackets, the word slideshow, and then 3 right brackets. Now, when we click Save Changes, that puts the slideshow right in the middle. Now you'll notice that there's just a very minor white strip below and above each one of the images between that and the border. So what that means is that the 320 by 220 pixels was not quite exactly the same proportion as the pictures. So what I'm going to do is go into Edit This Page again, and I'm just going to sort of take a guess. I'm going to change this height value to 217. Oh, it thinks we want to download again, and I don't. So I'm going to switch that back to single file upload so it won't be thinking that we want to download that program each time. Now I'm going to change the height to 217. Now I'm going to say Save Changes. That actually was a pretty good guess. It looks like there's still just a little bit of white right here. So I'm going to go back into the Images tab one more time. I'm going to try making that to 16. There, that looks better. I also could have done the math, figured out exactly what size those images were, and then used proportional math to figure out exactly what the dimensions of the slideshow should be. Or you can guess just like I just did. Now, of course, we want to publish. We didn't make any changes to the menu, but it thinks we did, so I'm going to click Update Menu so it will be happy. And that's the way that we put the slideshow on the page. Now, by the way, some pages you might want images on the page besides the slideshow, and if that's the case, you want to set the sort order to 0. And actually, I didn't cover sort order, so I'm going to show you how that works. I'm going to go back into the Images tab. You'll notice that the sort order value of all these images is 1. So that means the order in which the images are displayed in the slideshow are going to default alphabetical based on the file name of the image. All these file names are the same until it gets to this 009, 008, and 007. So they're basically going to be displayed in the order of those file names. If I wanted to change the order and control that, then I would use this sort order and I would make them all a different value. If I have images on the page that I don't want in the slideshow, then I make the sort order be 0, and that's what keeps them from being in the slideshow at all.